Jazz.
Your mom.
Jazz, now Jazz. Now Jazz.
Really hard to look at.
Jazz, we got the same nose, Jazz.
No, we don't, baby. No,
Jazz, we got the same nose.
You don't
Jazz,
have
we got the same nose.
You are your
We got the same nose, Jazz.
Nobody else has what you got.
Jazz, we got the same nose, Jazz. Jazz.
No.
You could be my cousin. You're not that far off.
Oh,
listen, Jazz.
It's only you with these unfortunate.
Jazz.
So.
Jazz, man, listen, Jazz, it's not gonna go the way you think it's gonna go. Jazz, you can't hurt my feelings with this shit because, again, Jazz, I've had women that look better than you swallow me up. You feel me? So
you have to pay for it. Interrupt Jazz time. Go ahead.
I said I was gonna tell him to let you land so you can speak. But Jazz, don't do that and go. Y'all been doing that when you've been Jazz. You know you've been apologizing five times.
No. What I'm saying is I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is the conversation is so there's no end goal because we're too focused on putting the blame over here and not even considering why these things could be happening, because there's a whole other group of people that we're experiencing and we're not aligning. And instead of saying, well, what's happening on both ends, you're saying, well, it ain't us, it's the women. They got to do all the changing, they got to do all the doing. But when you look at the data, right, when you look at the stats, women seem to have been involved. What did the man say earlier? We mature faster. So allegedly. So we're seen to have been growing in economics, building businesses. We are evolving and traveling and going to therapy, handling our shit, inner work, self-care, even though I know y'all hate when women say that, but that's actually pertinent to being a good woman for you. If we don't love ourselves, we're not going to be able to love you, and being able to go to therapy and handling your shit helps with that. But anyway, what I'm saying is we're seeing the data show that women are doing the work to try to become better people. What is the data saying about men as far as them not even being a good man for women? But what is the data actually saying about men's mental health right now?
Just quick question.
Wait a minute.
We got to give you a question. Jazz, you got to give us a chance to interject and ask a question, Jazz. You're saying a lot of things.
Let me get to where I'm going, Mr. Fantastic.
But let us address the point by point. We just want to ask you a question.
So Mr. Hold on, Jazz. So Jazz, Jazz. But we need one, Jazz. When you do what you do, it's difficult to follow it because there's so many things you're saying. Give us one point of contention.
Okay,
you just said there's data.
Keep up. So like I was saying.
Well, it's not about keeping up.
Hold on, Mr. Fantastic. Just hold on. Hey, Jazz. Can you give us a point, please?
Like I was saying.
Okay.
We understand that there's work that needs to be done over here. We understand that there's disparities in this group. But we have two groups.
Jazz, more women now than ever has been going to therapy, and divorce rates are still high. Your women are still initiating most of the damn divorces. It seems like there is no progression when it comes down to women going to therapists, because 9 times out of 10, these therapists are telling you what you want to hear instead of telling you what you need to hear. This is why a lot of men refuse to acknowledge therapists and therapy today, because therapy today, once again, just enables women's piss poor behavior. It's a bunch of other feminists that are into this line of work. You sitting over here allowing your wife or allowing your girlfriend to go to therapy just as bad as Jazz, and they come out worse than Jazz. I mean, how does that work? A lot of women are going into therapy effed up and coming out worse than they came in. Jazz seems like a damn living proof of that. I don't know if she's going to therapy or not, but I'm pretty sure she is, and she's a living proof of that. If y'all were actually learning something from therapy, being that there are a lot of women that are antidepressants and they're over here going to therapy, then red pill will not exist, because obviously somebody in therapy will be telling you this is how you should be as a woman, this is how you should be as a partner, but they're not telling you that stuff. They're telling you, hey, well, maybe you might just want to go ahead and burn some incense and pop a squat and like, none of that stuff works. Jazz and women like Jazz will see a therapist and still lack self-awareness to be able to progress in life and to be able to see what their wrongdoings are. They go to therapy and come out more confident than ever and wrong. Like I said, therapists today, a lot of your therapists are just a bunch of feminists because they don't want to tell you the actual truth. They'd rather tell you a pretty lie than an ugly truth. Let's continue.
Groups that need to intertwine together, right? But we're missing each other. Is it okay to analyze what could be going on with the other group that is also missing the women that they want, right? So that's why I ask, how are we handling men's mental health right now in this new day and age? And could that be a reason why men and women are missing each other? Because maybe women are doing more internal evolving and working, and men are kind of staying the same. And they are still locked in this idea that the only thing I need to provide is money and dick. And women are saying, hey, I love the dick, but I don't really need the money. I need all these other things.
Hold on. Who called? Oh, go ahead, my bad.
Can we talk about you presenting more of those things and bringing more of those things to the forefront so we can start meeting each other where we are?
Jazz, you cannot talk about mental health and how women are doing better. But 10 minutes ago, maybe 15, I did ask you, are women doing better than men? You say you don't know. So clearly, wait.
Hold on, let him land, Jazz. Let him land.
Also, financially, I don't know. Mentally, I think so, yeah.
Also, women have been preaching mental health for what? The better part of 10, 15, maybe 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
I asked you, are they getting better? Because it looks to me like for the people who have been in therapy every single year for the last 20 years, they're not doing any better. They're bigger, more kids in student loan debt. You know,
how's it more kids and the birth rate is down?
Yeah, it's going down, but they're still having babies. They're still having sex. They're still getting STDs.
I can give you the data. I can give you the data real quick.
Yeah,
but my point is this.
Hold on, Jazz.
Yeah, please. Jesus Christ. You got to let somebody.
Yeah, so Jazz.
So Jazz yet again is talking about something she clearly knows nothing about. Women are on antidepressants at the highest level ever of all time.
That's because they go to therapy, and when you go to therapy, they put you on.
Hold on,
Jazz. I bet you men start going to therapy.
Jazz, you can't. Jazz, please don't do it. Jazz, come on, Jazz. So Jazz, another thing is, Jazz, you realize women attempt more suicides than men. They're just not.
Yeah, attempt way more than just again women. No, so just because of men is crazy. Well, so again, men, no, it's not because of men. So it will actually be. So well, it's not about that, and it's crazy that you're making a joke about suicide, which is insane. But okay,
wait, hold on, y'all, hold on, real quick. Hold on, I gotta make an announcement. Jazz, I gotta make an announcement. Jasmine, I gotta make an announcement. Hey, y'all. Do not use your wrenches the wrong way. If I catch you timing out people and they're not doing nothing detrimental to the channel, you'll lose your wrench. And you're going to pay $50 to get it back. I give people that I see a lot of times in here, people who are donating, people who are supporting wrenches. If you have a wrench and you're misusing it and you timing out people and they're not doing nothing detrimental to the channel, you will get your wrench taken away. You have to pay $50 to get it back. All right. Stop timing out women just to time them out. If they disagree, let them disagree. Y'all don't disagree. That's fine. Don't time out anybody. Go ahead, Fantastic.
Yeah, so like I said, outside of you making fun of, people getting rid of themselves is wild, right? Again, women's attempts are way more than men's completions, right? I don't want to say success, but men's actual names, right? So, and because men are the way that men are, and men use more violent means, right? So that's a horrible comparison to use for even an assessment, right? So again, I'm going to say this. When we talk about just because you're in therapy, don't mean that you're doing better. If it's to the point of where you need medicines for psychosis, you don't just get diagnosed if you don't have serious mental illness and serious issues. I won't say illness, but serious mental issues. If you just need therapy, okay, I would beg to say the person just needs simple therapy without medication is in a better mental health state than the person that needs medication to regulate themselves. And I think most doctors or therapists might agree with me. I'm not one, but I'm just saying if we got one in the chat, let me know, right? Or somebody better with a mental health background. Why you think that? Well, I just said it. So, but because usually if you need medication, that means there's not only a mental issue, there's like a chemical imbalance or something like that, right? And that means your body is off or your mind is off, and you have to take medication to regulate to be regular. If you're just a person that goes to therapy, that means you can be normal without the assistance of medication. So you're not at a level of mental health degradation as the person that needs the medication. I think that's safe to say, even though I'm not a subject matter expert.
But what?
It's a business too.
But what? But okay. So what you're basically saying is levels to mental health issues, which is true. But
clearly, yeah.
what's wrong with a person that may have a little bit more mental health issues and may need the medication in addition to the therapy? Because therapy isn't always just.
I got you. I got you. But clearly, like I said, there are levels, right? So the person that need more help would be the person that's in a worse state of mental health. If you need medication, you're in a worse state of mental health. That's why I'm giving you the statistics of women being on antidepressants. Okay, and to the point of, because again, I'm not even going to say that, right? But I'm just saying, women being on the most antidepressants, and also they just recently did a survey about women saying they feel depressed and they feel sad and they whatever. So by the point that you're even bringing up, this is not a men's issue and problem. It's not a mental health is not it. That's not going
to answer Jazz's question, earlier where she's saying, well, what are y'all guys doing to worry about men's mental health, right? Well, you just kind of have to look in the mirror and ask yourself that, Jazz, what are you doing? Because truth be told, you would be a detriment, and obviously a detriment in the community, because look at the mindset that you have, but look at how you talk and treat black men. Women like you are part of the reason why a lot of brothers' mental health is fucked up. But guess what? We also have Red Pill. Red Pill helps with men's mental health, so we all can understand why we're going through what we're going through. And guess who are the main ones who are trashing Red Pill day in and day out? Women like Jazz. I mean, like, she's just, once again, she can go to all of this therapy sessions and whatnot, but yeah, you mean to tell me and be the most educated, have the most degrees, but you mean to freaking tell me that you are just this oblivious, that you can't see you're the reason, you and many other women are the reason why we are even having these discussions in the first place? Jazz is just stupid as hell and prove why a lot of you women need therapy. But let's continue.
To be the fix.
Wait a minute.
The issue and the problem.
Question.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
If mental health is not an issue for men, then why are the unaliving rates so high for y'all right now?
Well, again, you keep saying rates are high, and they actually aren't high, because again, the number of people that unalive themselves come up to be less than, again, 1%. It's unfortunate we'll never, but again, you know what I mean? There might be more people that die from. Well, hold on. Well, I got you. It's high. It's high because of the percentage of people that commit it, right? So of course it's going to be high. Just like men, when we talk about homicides, right? Men are going to be higher because even though it's a small percentage of people, they're the majority of the sufferers, right? So overall, we're talking about is she frozen? That's a crazy face. Is she frozen? Yeah, you frozen. Yeah, that's a crazy face. I still ain't gonna say you ugly, but it's just wild. But anyway,
we already know that's what you think I am, because we know
I never said you, Jazz. I never said you ugly. Jazz, I never called you ugly. I said you were.
Yes, you did. It's cool.
No, I didn't. I just said a woman that looked better looks better.
I'm ugly.
It's okay, Jazz. Hey, man, I can be honest. Okay, I'm still not gonna call you ugly.
You're not being honest, saying that
I am. I never said you were ugly. I never said you were ugly.
You also said that I was a 5 or a 6, and
that's not ugly. That's not ugly.
But I don't understand why you. But why are you comparing me to another woman?
5 or 6 is not ugly.
That's your opinion. But why are you comparing me? That's crazy. But why are you comparing me to another woman though?
Because humans compare.
Because it came up. What's up? What are you talking about? Men do this all the time. Y'all do it. Yeah. You don't compare. You say I'm ugly. So I'm pretty sure you would compare me to fucking Michael B. Jordan or Chris Brown and say, nigga, you ugly as fuck compared to them.
No, I can't compare you to anybody because your face is just very troubled and unfortunate, and there's nobody to compare it to. You have your own unique face.
Listen,
God nobody has your face. Hopefully,
Jazz,
your mom.
Jazz,
You are really hard to look at.
Jazz, we got the same nose, Jazz.
No, we don't, baby. No,
Jazz, we got the same nose.
We don't have
we got the same nose.
You are your
We got the same nose, Jazz.
Nobody else has what you got
Jazz,
going on.
we got the same nose, Jazz. Jazz.
No.
You could be my cousin. You're not that far off. Listen, Jazz.
It's only you with these unfortunate.
Jazz.
So.
Jazz, man, listen, Jazz, it's not going to go the way you think it's going to go. Jazz, you can't hurt my feelings with this shit because, again, Jazz, I've had women that look better than you swallowed me up. You feel me? So
I'm sure you had to pay
my
for it, and I'm sure you had to pay for it to get it done.
You know I ain't got to pay. Jazz, you know I ain't got to pay
every
for
man
shit.
Pays.
Jazz.
Every man pays, Jazz. Every man pays.
No, buddy. I don't pay, brother. Brother, I do not pay, brother.
We know you paying.
Brother, I do not pay. I do not pay.
Jazz then got destroyed in the argument, and instead of just arguing, she wants to sit here and take the conversation elsewhere. This is your most educated. This is the smartest. This is the one that mature faster than men. But I mean, you can't even stay on point. You have to derail the whole conversation, and now you're talking about your looks, knowing that you aren't ugly because you sat here and just said, well, it's your opinion to think that I'm a 5 and 6, which, Jazz, you are a 5 and or a 6. I would say a 6. I'll probably go a little bit higher. I'll probably say maybe like 6.8, cracking 7. But that's it. But she will say, well, that's your opinion. Well, who opinion matters then, Jazz? I mean, but once again, y'all see how we can just literally just move the whole conversation. And this is what women do. And this is probably what they teach them in therapy, how to avoid accountability at all costs if you can't win. If it doesn't matter and if it's just his opinion, why are you so triggered by it? Just to then turn around and try to trash him and say that he's ugly and say all of this. This is like, come on, man. And this is what we were talking about with women. They will take something, they will take an inch and they will just take that joint to a whole mile. You can tell a girl, hey man, you know, she look all right. Somehow, some way she look at that and say, well, dog, you telling me I'm ugly, you this and you that. Dog, it just sounds like you're insecure. This is somebody that's actually insecure. But I mean, hey, all I gotta say is imagine having Jazz as a manager. Imagine having Jazz as your boss, as your leader. The turnover rate would be crazy. Could nobody be up in there? It's going to be a business full of victims that won't ever get work done because they're going to be saying, hey, well, listen, you know, even though she messed up, you know, hey, but she's the one who did this, and they will never take accountability. But hey, man, shout out to Mr. Fantastic for doing this thing. Do me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel. We're gonna start doing more Akan Ali's videos. I like them.